Good evening, everyone. This is... What is this? It's a vaudeville act? What's with the black and white? Oh. There we go. Good evening, everyone. GoJ51 here, and we're here with a very late review slash unboxing, kind of. I'm going to put it in the same section as unboxing, but we are here to discuss the newest Varan figure, Varan, from the Favorite Sculptors line, the 1958 Varan, from the film Varan the Unbelievable. Whew, it's been a stretch since I've seen that film. Almost 20 years since I've seen Varan. I have more memories of his 20-second cameo in Destroying All Monsters. Yeah, really wish a lot more monsters got more screen time in that film, but it is what it is. So, Varan. This figure, just right off the bat, I had some problems with when I first got in. Getting him out of the box was kind of annoying a little bit. But not only that, the slippers, little plastic slippers that go over, the feet, the claws, and some other spots. Actually, when I was taking it off, actually pulled one of the feet off at a section. But with a little super glue, I got it back on, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Then putting the tail on was very annoying because the way how the feet are positioned actually stopped me from putting the tail on completely. Stopped me. I don't know if it's other people's problems, but so there's a little bit of a gap, but that's not that big of a deal. But the figure, in my opinion, is awesome. But let's talk about it. So we start off with the face, and immediately you'll see that this isn't really a statuesque figure. What I mean by that is that this is a figure that's in motion, kind of like the Sakai 89. Looks like he's in a walking position, where the Sakai 91 is in a stationary, statuesque kind of look. Now, at first glance, it looks like Varan. I'm calling him Varan. Okay, that's what I've always called him in my life. Please correct me in the comments if you wish. You can already see with the face, his head's kind of cocked a little bit like this, kind of like he's looking for something. But also, you'll see that even more with the back spikes as they go off to a crawl. So he's in a motion of crawling forward. So at first, it might seem a little weird, but it actually adds a lot of flavor and a lot more layers to this figure and to the Varan sculpt. So, looking at the face, you got the eyes. Simple, just black eyes looking up, like he's looking up at a plane or a helicopter approaching him. Looks awesome. Move on to the teeth. That bone yellow, looking nice. Each individually sculpted tooth. Gotta say that every video. Looks awesome. The tongue in there, nice and easy, really nice. Moving more closer to the face, giving very cool monster. I like Varan. I just love the look of him. The pictures I remember looking at, what I remember of the film Varan the Unbelievable, just awesome. It's very unbelievable looking monster. Anyway, moving on to one of, I don't really discuss as much, his cheeks. You move over to his cheeks, to the back of his jaw, and you actually see even more spikes sticking out. Just awesome, just giving this monster more of a devilish look. Also that adds a protection as well. Awesome. To the top of the head, you have the tiny little spikes moving into the main mohawk of spikes going down the back, and you'll get to see that they actually are at a curve. And then they'll go into the back at a curve, so yeah. So, moving on to the neck and the undercarriage. This kaiju is actually very different, kind of like, escapes me for the moment, but actually has a very smooth skin, not the tree bark skin that we're usually used to in the undercarriage. On the back of him, you kind of see a little bit of that tree barkish look, but it's more of a shell for him, and almost like a gator kind of look. As that goes into the awesome spikes that actually have the little accents of the skin growing into them, just looks awesome. And then you start to look around the arms and the legs in between them, and you actually see like this flap of skin that actually looks kind of weird to the first glance if you don't know really anything about Varan very much. But, you know, if you're a kaiju collector, you probably most likely have seen at least Destroy All Monsters. But in the film Varan, the Unbelievable, he's able to turn to a flying squirrel. Well, not exactly a flying squirrel, but he actually, you know, can spread his arms and legs and create like this massive amount of skin to come out the sides, and he can actually glide around. You see it for a little bit in Destroy All Monsters. Not as much as you can in some of the publicity photos that they've shown off, but it's looking cool. And the undercarriage goes up to the tip of the tail. Looks very nice. As you look at the back of the tail, that goes into the back of the figure as well, and Varan. That tree barkish, you know, shell that he's got going on, and then you go on to the spikes, all, you know, spread out, looking awesome. Very simple, but very cool looking kaiju. And then you go to the center of the spikes of this here Varan, and he's actually starting to curl. If you hold him like this, the curl is actually starting to go off to the left, and it looks like in the motion of where his right leg is, it actually starts to move the spikes over to his right then. So just giving him more of a sense of motion. Just looks, I love it. I love this figure. I love the way he looks. I really need to get a copy of Varan. I want to. I've been listening to the music lately. Just takes me back awesome memories I had when I first saw this film with a buddy of mine named James, a long time ago, back when I first moved to where I am. Around 96 it was, so yeah. Well, 23 years, let's say that. I really got to hunt that movie down. Anyway, so that is Varan, a very simple but awesome kaiju looking, and he's always in his crawling state. Now, I did want to get the 30 centimeter Varan, the one that's standing up, and because that one looks awesome, but can't really afford those. And I saw him at G-Fest a few times, and he got snatched by another collector, and good for him. Not mad. It's just yeah, I called him very lucky last time I saw him. So yeah, kudos to him, and let's do some size comparisons. So, favorite sculptors line. Let's bring down the awesome Godzilla 1962 favorite sculptors line. Here we are together. I gotta hold the tail. That's a pretty good size of them together. Now, I know Varan is considerably smaller than Godzilla, but, you know, these two, you know, Anger's probably be a little jealous seeing Varan next to Godzilla like this. But, yeah, there's that. Put you back up here. Well, I'll fix it later. Let's bring down another kaiju from Destroy All Monsters. It really didn't get that much time to shine. Let's get you down here. We have Varan, the 30 centimeter. These two look good together as well. Don't mind the lighting in my room that I have here where my figures. I'll take some pictures of them together where the lighting isn't really that bad, so they look really good together. Actually, really good. Maybe if they made a favorite sculptors line crawling. I know they made the GMK, but I'm talking about Showa. Unless they did, and I missed out on it. Hey, Fix, what are you doing? What are you doing, camera? Stop that. Anyway, there we go. Let's put him back up. Time for one more figure to comparison. Let's do another favorite sculptors line. This one is the GMK. Funny story. The film GMK, I'm sure you've heard this story a million times. That's fine. You're going to hear it 1,000,001. Originally in the film GMK, it was supposed to be the rebirth of Godzilla and like his the way that he did. It was supposed to be a very spiritual movie. The spirit of Godzilla mixing with the spirits of people under the sea because of the Pacific conflict. But originally, it was supposed to have Anguirus, Varan, and Mothra. But anyway, oh, and Baragon. Supposed to be, what was it? Crap. Anyway, Varan and Anguirus were originally supposed to be in that film alongside of the third one to fight Godzilla. But at the last moment, they took out Varan and Anguirus, swapped them with King Ghidorah and Mothra. Oh, what could have been? Don't get me wrong, GMK was a good movie. Excellent, one of the best Godzilla films, probably one of the top 5 Godzilla films, don't get me wrong. It's just I would have liked to have seen Varan and Anguirus come back just one more time. I mean, we got to see Anguirus one more time in Final Wars, even though I've gone on record saying I like Final Wars, I didn't really like Anguirus in that film. But, you know, that is that, and that is the show. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this very late review of Varan the Unbelievable Favorite Sculptor's Line figure. If you can, I got this from Hobby Search. I highly recommend you get it. Just be careful when you're unboxing it, because some of the feet on this are actually segmented, so you might break it off, but some super glue gets it right back on. Yeah, that's the show. Hope y'all enjoyed. Oh yeah, stay tuned. I have a sneak peek of what the next review is. Unboxing review thing. So anyway, see you all next time. This is GoJ51 saying goodnight. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned.